another busy week as the season starts to roll on, and we'll be getting rid of this one soon and getting the Div 5-1 in, which will really be good. Don't forget to get your Syrup Award nominations in, because we're going to be having dates of our awards night in next week's show. So make sure we do that, and then we'll get our nominations out as well. It was after this 8-wicket victory at Liphook in 13 overs that led to this. The Anson League champions for Division 5, Frimley Phoenix. What a great season they've had. The Phoenix was celebrating all over Europe, with Matty taking a trip and a drive through the Alps, him managing to get a beer as well. There's Tom and I celebrating in Croatia. Rossi, well, he's in Gran Canaria and he's having a beer there, waiting for the flight home. And then you've got in Malta, you've got Sandeep celebrating. Him and Sever have got the flag up. So you've got Adam at Edgbaston, who should have been scoring the game but watching the Phoenix. And then you've got Henry having one of the largest pints I've ever seen, and a great celebration for the thirds in the R&T. So well done, Frimley Phoenix. And another great day for Charles as well, who made the board the other week with a fantastic 6 wickets. Congratulations to Kieran and Francis as Ryan handed out their cap presentations. Come on, you Phoenix, and welcome to the family. After the sad passing of England and Surrey legend Graham Thorpe, Saturday was a chance for us to pay our respects, as we were off to Falcon Wanderers and the Frimley Phoenix Thirds. So Ryan won the toss and elected to field, and there is the Falcon Wanderers card. And as you can see, wickets fell steadily, but also there was a fight back and 40 overs completed, 133 runs scored. And there is the Phoenix bowling, and a return of Ross, who got a wicket, 1 for Sean, 4 for Rahul, brilliant bowling, mate, and then 1 for Ryan. So at tea, 133, was that going to be enough? And it was difficult to tell, but you just had this feeling that this game was going to be a bit of a tight one. It was Jabley and Chris to kick us off, opening the batting. A steady start of 19 for 2 off almost 10 overs, with a run rate required still just under 4 and over. And the Phoenix pushed it on from there, and this was the shot that took Chris to his 50.
50 up!
The 35 overs stage, we were still behind where the Wanderers were at that time. And Chris was then joined by Ross, and these two upped the pace as we started to move the scoreboard along and the finishing line in sight.
1 needed. That's it, game.
Just a big thank you to everyone who got the footage in to me. And here is our scorecard, and there we are, 75 not out from Chris, an amazing one. Saw it at home with Ross, but also well done Kieran and Ryan for getting into double figures. A higher 134 off 37.3 overs. Falcon Wanderers bowlers, there they are, 7 bowlers used, and 4 of them taking wickets, so they shared it around a bit. Confirmation of the result, 2 on the bounce, the start of the streak. Frimley Phoenix 3s winning by 4 wickets. Let's have a see what the skipper has to say.
Right then, Ryan, just finished up here at Farncombe. Tell us how the game went.
Oh, absolutely brilliant. We had 5 bowlers that actually all bowled brilliantly. Just hit their mark, hit their lines. Like I always say, hit your lines. Kept him down to a reasonable total. And the boys, Chris especially, Chris just hung in there, took it to the end, saw it through. Absolutely superb. Can't fault it today. Brilliant performance.
I mean, it was a dramatic ending. I think at drinks we were looking a bit dead at sea a bit, and then we kind of brought it back towards the end. It was such a dramatic way to end the game.
I think also that I knew we had the big hitters at the end that can just take the game away from anyone. And unfortunately with Kieran getting run out, that was the one where I got a bit more. But no, saw Rossi there, and we still had Rahul, and we had Sean, and you know, I think it was just the perfect game.
It really was. We only had 10 men out in the field as well.
Yeah, exactly. But they didn't use that to their advantage, to be honest. They didn't find the gaps as I thought they would. And fielding was great. You know, it was an absolute dream performance. Come on, you Phoenix.
Come on, you Phoenix. Another win for the Freeze.
Go on. This week's play of the day is this lot. Come on, you Phoenix.
Come on, you Phoenix!
Off to Bagshot Lee and the toss, where the twos were playing this week.
Not the result you wanted, Yogi?
No, we had a bowled first. So we just got to come out here, back to 40, and see what we got. Very short boundary on the offside or leg side at top end. So yeah, it's going to be a challenging game today, I think.
Yeah, what'd you make of the wicket?
Well, it's a bit bumpy and a bit long and probably a bowler's wicket. But it's the same for both teams. So obviously we got Oms who batted really well the other week. Everyone else was shite. So I did that out.
What the go on, a follow-up question then.
Come on, you Phoenix.
Follow-up question. What do you think the par score is on this?
Well, I don't know.
What would you be happy with?
80.
80.
Would you?
No, 180. We need 180
You reckon this is a 180 track?
with our batsman. Yeah.
Okay.
Optimistic.
Well, there's a very short boundary. If Om can get in,
I'm more thinking
Om's-
about the shooting through and stuff, mate.
Well,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, it's a small boundary, but I mean, as long as we don't lose too many balls, as long as Oms keeps it within the estate, we're okay.
Exactly right. Good luck, Yogs.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's how we got on, and whether it's 80 or 180, we smashed that. 272 for 7 off our 40 overs. I think Stephen Rose worrying about it shooting through, and it shot through pretty nicely as well, with a good strike rate and an unbeaten ton. Well done, Rosie, brilliant. Well supported by Yogs with 41, 47 from Sammy. Om got a start, as did Cam. Well batted, everyone. 8 bowlers used for Bagshot Lee, 2 wickets for Adam, 1 for Warren, 1 for Sarah, 2 for Tom. So I've got no other footage of the game, but as you can see, there's the card, and Sonny Jayasuriya with his 56 was their main man of the innings, and then backed up with Adam with 18, but everyone else not making double figures, and that's a real good effort from the Phoenix. 109 all out of 26.2 overs. And Andy gets another fifer. Well done to him. 1 for Taddy, 2 for Adam and 1 for Mark. Massive win for the twos, and they go marching on. 167 runs. And there's the Div 7 table, led by Farnham at the top. 26.38, then 25.92 for Hazelmere, and we are nicely positioned in third place, 23.93, with Shelford and Elstead down our necks. That great win from our thirds puts us on 6.75 points and 12th in the league, which is quite a remarkable achievement considering we didn't even have a thirds at the start of the season.
How'd it go, mate? Yeah, good. He called wrong, so I won the toss, which is great. We're going to have a bat. Nice batting.
How does the wicket look today?
It looks all right, yeah.
More of a batting track than a bowling track?
I think so. I think I'd like to have a bat, give everyone a bit of a go today, to be honest. You know, let's see what kind of score we can put on the board. We're champions, which is great. Absolutely amazing. And let's see if we can go all the way.
Brilliant. Good luck, mate.
Cheers.
So as the skipper said, let's give everyone a go in a new opening partnership when it's Rich T that joins Sam at the crease as the opening pair. Sam was obviously going to attack on what about this for a lovely cover drive, but also Rich is no slouch as well, and if the bad ball comes along, he'll always put that away. With the score moving on nicely, it was Sam who took this shot to get to his 50. With Sam not quite clearing the man on the deep, he was the first wicket to fall on 56, but the score had moved on to 84. We lost Rich 6 runs later for a valiant 23 off 38 balls. It was Mark and Ash that continued the innings, and this great shot from Mark, but then trying to replicate it again meant that he got caught in the deep as well. It was then Joe that joined Ash to try and push the score along, but when Ashy skied this one, we were actually 113 for 5. So Matty now in, and this was a decent shot to get his confidence going. Things weren't going great, as when we lost Matty, we lost Sagar in quick succession as well, and we were 123 for 7. Time for Joe and Charles to steady the ship, and we still had 10 overs we needed to bat. It looks like Joe was going to anchor the innings as long as he possibly could, and we lost Charles shortly after him, 142 for 8. Enter Harrison Doyle, the man who allegedly can't bat. Flurry of runs were now up to 179 with only 2 overs left to play. After holding the innings together right till the end, Joe finally got out. A final mix-up with a call through for a single, and that was the innings done. And there's our scorecard, and it looked like it was pretty hard work at times as well, with the Warrens taking the 2 top scores and a fantastic 23 from Rich Turnbull at the opening, and then that salvo from Harrison, who will never be able to say he can't bat again. The bowling, well, Adair gets 1, 5 for Robert, well done to him, 2 for Mark, 1 for Matthew. Well, Frogbox was up to his old tricks again, but I did get the first wicket, with Harrison making an early breakthrough, just taking the off-stump bail. So there was their final scorecard. They lasted 30 overs, but all out, 101. It was never in doubt, was it? And there's our bowling. 1 for Harrison, 3 for Matty, 3 for Baz as well, who moves closer to Tom to take that top spot of our highest wicket taker, and 2 for Charles. So in the end, it was a 78-run victory for the Phoenix, 28 points and 5 for Fernhurst. And there's still a very healthy Div 5 promoted, champions of Division 5, but who will come up with us? You'd have to back Kingsley at the moment with 3 games to go. So what a Saturday Phoenix night, with Sagar serenading everybody at Hawley, and the guys at the thirds from the R&T straight on to Jura for a very messy night. Oh my goodness, I've just noticed that we've got Rosie's 100 on the chat. Well, I never got that, but thank you, Kim, for taking that. So let's all enjoy Rosie's 100.
Yeah, baby!
Saturday sees the first team away at Alton and the 2s at Hawley when they play Headley, Whitehill and Borden. Tough one for the 3s, they're at Frimley Green Rec, but they've got Hazelmere. Moving on to Wednesday, well, it's our midweek return match against Bentley Archers, and on the Thursday, Liphook and Ripsley Ladies take on Frimley Phoenix Blaze.
Who's that at Cow Corner?
Well done, Thomas. You found it on the Surrey Legends wall. Frimley Phoenix, come on you Phoenix. Great to see you wearing your Phoenix top as well, mate, and had a good day. Erin's in Wales, and that's another place now and another ground that we've got the Frimley Phoenix flag. Just reiterating Henry's post where you can watch Frimley Phoenix anywhere, and let's see if we can get those viewing hours up. Him in his dressing room and me at 31,000 feet. And lastly, this is Neil Dukes' friend. He was delivered to his house and he doesn't know why, but he's got him. So therefore we'd like a name for him, please, and I think he'll end up coming on tour with us. Well, that's all we've got time for this week. An exciting 3 games to go till the end of the season. We're going to play you out with how we celebrated the King's coronation, and we'll see you next week, God willing. Come on, you Phoenix.
Come on, you Phoenix!
Rejoice! on, you Phoenix!
What's the Pirates' favourite team? Arsenal!